Hello and welcome back to Berserker. We're going to try and take Chanopsis Castle in the first part of this episode here, and I'm going to go straight on in. Ooh, that was a bit too close for my liking. There seems to be an army very, very close by, and they have about 750 combat strength. I don't think... I mean, we've won those kinds of battles before, but they were extremely close. I mean, you know the one I'm talking about. The one in... I think... the episode before this one? Yeah, I think there was definitely a really close battle that I thought I was going to lose. Like, literally so incredibly close. And I thought to myself, yeah, we're done. But, well, we managed to win very, very narrowly. And that was absolutely amazing. That moment of realization when the feeling of victory, you know, overcomes you, you just kind of think to yourself, wow, that's amazing. That is super, super nice. Now, hopefully, we won't have to put ourselves in a situation where we have to go in against this particular enemy. I am super worried about this, actually, though. Can I... Go! Oh, what? Oh, there we go. That actually worked. Can you believe it? I had no idea that was going to work. Okay, yeah, you can join me in here if you like, guys. It's probably not going to work out too well for you, sirs, because I am a Berserker. That is the name of the series, of course, so that is exactly what I'm going to be doing. Oh, yeah. Destroy that guy. Thank you very much. Now, we do have a little bit of a problem here. A lot of my forces are being killed so far, which is obviously not great, but I am able to murder many, many units as they attempt to get back onto this piece of siege equipment. And that is obviously one of the things that we primarily want to think about, because baiting the opponent into pretty much making bad tactical decisions, that's one of the best things you can do, you know? It's great. It's absolutely fantastic to do that. Now we have to be a little bit careful here, though, because I have just jumped down, and I have put myself into a slightly dangerous situation. But hopefully I'm going to be able to slash everyone along the way here and murder them. Yes, I'm actually living? I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, there we go. Take him down. Thank you. Oh, you're chasing me? This is not a good idea, sir. This is ill-advised. What are they actually doing? They seem to be chasing me so harshly right now. What is this? Okay, I'm jumping. That was absolutely hilarious. What were they doing up there? I have no idea. Why did they decide to do that? That is absolutely unheard of. I have never seen the AI be so aggressive in their defense of a particular area. I'm going to get shot by these crossbowmen now. Maybe. Oh, we murdered them. I'm surprised. Okay, fantastic. Very, very good. I still can't believe I lived. Oh, wow. Okay. That was amazing. Now, if I could just maybe hold out just a little bit longer, you know, just a little bit. That's all I need. And then we should have a decent chance at survival. I don't really want to get eliminated because that just takes that much longer to regenerate my HP. And I really do need to make sure that my HP is the highest it possibly can be, especially considering we are about to have a siege on our hands. Yes, Jathia's army is extremely close by, and obviously she's going to want to try and do something about that. I can only hope... Yep, we've actually been successful in preventing the enemy from retreating as well, so it seems like we have eliminated so many of them in the process of just taking the walls that they were not even having enough time to run away and retreat back to the castle itself. But there you go. Fantastic. That is super, super nice. I'm going to be capturing all these prisoners just in case. And also, improved garrison, of course, will do a little bit of recruiting automatically. And we'll see what happens there. Oh yeah, I should really sort by value. That was a bit of a mistake on my part, but not too bad, because as you can see, most of the things that are available here are very low in terms of their value. Wow, look at this. Look at how much I can actually take before it starts to, you know, depreciate, shall we say. Okay, so there you go. We were able to do that. Now let's see what we can do here. What is this? Chanopsis Castle? Yes. Recruit from the region. Let's try and get 250. Yeah, never in a million years I'll get 250. I will never be able to get 250 here. But I am going to place these units in the dungeon because hopefully they're going to be able to recruit a whole bunch of them in the meantime. I'm going to be taking Columbia. I'm going to keep her with me because I'm thinking to myself, probably a good idea not to leave them in this particular fief just in case it gets taken almost instantaneously, which I wholeheartedly assume is going to happen. I really don't believe that we will be able to... Oh, they're leaving? Oh, she wants to take 5k on. What do you bet? Yeah, she's trying to take 5k on. That is to be expected. That is actually to be expected. I am not that pleased about that, but I guess we can just try and take it back after that, I guess. I mean, the one thing that I really wanted to do, I've kind of done, which is, you know, just consolidate our territory even further, but you got to bear in mind that obviously consolidation and then losing a particular fief is not really what we aim to do, but you have to move forward, otherwise you're just going to be standing there doing not much. So I guess what we can only do is just wait for the units here and just see what happens with their army strength. I think I might be able to do something against them if they end up losing a couple of units in the siege itself. And as you can see, they are actually losing... Oh, what? They took it that fast? They lost 3 units? Okay. How did that happen? And how did they grow? Oh, it's because they... Oh, yeah, it's because they rescued all the prisoners that were in the garrison there. Aha. Yeah, that obviously makes sense. And now they are going on to besiege Chanopsis Castle, which obviously I've just taken as well. So let me see if I can beat her there. I don't think I'm going to be able to. No, it seems like I'm not going to be able to either. Wow, that's really bad. I mean, what can I do? There's not much I can do about that, unfortunately. So I will just have to go into 5k on. And, wow, the AI is being extremely frustrating in this particular episode, eh? Because this vassal decided to run away and is now inside the garrison itself. So it's just making it that much more difficult for us. Ah, hello. Wait, did they manage to take Chanopsis? No, they didn't. They literally stopped taking Chanopsis because I was besieging 5k on. This is perfect. Absolutely wonderful. Because here's the thing. I don't really mind about Chanopsis being taken. If they want to take that, then, you know, by all means, they are welcome to do so. But the grand scheme is that if they take Chanopsis, well, they're not doing anything else. That's the point. You know, they're not taking Lycaron back. They're not taking any of our other towns or anything like that. So we really don't even need to worry about, you know, those things. You know, 5k on obviously being retaken is kind of irritating, you know, for the sheer fact that we had so many prisoners in there. And it would have been wonderful to continue to recruit those prisoners and to convert them to our side. But obviously, you know, some of the time you do have a little bit of a setback, and this is indeed that in that case. So yeah, I'm going to have to see if I can maybe do a little bit of damage with my thrown weapons here. As you can see, I'm actually hitting the ballista. Yeah, there we go. Nice hit. Yes. Can I get a kill? Yes, unlikely. What is so difficult about hitting this enemy? Not really anything, to be honest. Oh, and now I'm hitting a Berserker. Oh, of course I am. Yes. Oh, it seems like today the AI is just wanting to get in my way. Both allied and enemies. I don't know why they're trying to do that, but yeah, seems like that kind of thing is going on. So let me see if I can... Oh, this is bad. Hello, sir. yeah, I'm not entirely sure what I can do here apart from just slash away and try to do as much damage as possible. I think I'm probably going to end up dying here. I mean, there's not much I can do apart from literally just attack. Ooh, we might be getting through. We might be getting through. I thought I would die here very, very quickly, actually, but it seems like most of the enemies are not even that effective at killing us at the moment, because they're mostly militia, from what I can tell. Mostly militia and peasants and things like that, so we really don't even have to worry too much about their effectiveness. And they're even chasing me. Look at this. What is it? What's going on with the AI today? They're so incredibly aggressive. Has there been another hotfix or something? Yes, there has been, actually, but that is only for 1.6.2 and 1.6.3, and I'm playing on 1.6.1, so yeah, there doesn't seem to be anything for the version that I'm playing on at the moment. But there was an update today, I believe, or yesterday. But yeah, there you go. All right, well, that's not too bad, I suppose. Let's just try and murder as many of these guys as we can. And if the enemy decides to go into a siege, then I will be more than happy to receive them. I will be more than happy to do a siege defense. I find those super fun to participate in, so I'm hopeful that we'll be able to do that. I'm just going to speed this up real quick, and that should be a victory for us. There we go. And yes, look at that. We managed to prevent, well, at least 20 units from escaping, which is really nice. And we can now take her prisoner. We'll take these guys prisoner too. And then we will take these as well, because most of my forces have already leveled up completely. So let's take a look at the improved garrison here. We're going to need to do all of this again. I really wish they would actually remember my settings. I think there is a way for me to save my settings. But yeah. Generally, it doesn't even take that long to really do all this, but it's just kind of frustrating, really. I mean, I guess this template could work. Yeah, I mean, obviously I have to add troops first to the garrison to be able to do that, but yeah, generally that would probably be a good way to go to make sure that you don't have to do all the busy work every single time, but yeah, oh well, never mind. Okay, let's go into the dungeon here. Might as well place all these guys in there, and then we will just wait here for some time. And they are going to besiege, of course. They are of course going to besiege, which is exactly what we expected them to do. However, I do not believe they are going to be able to win this. And I have just gained 125 in scouting and 225 in medicine. So let's actually take a look at this. Increases maximum track spotting distance by 20%, or increases maximum track life by 20%. However, this one also gives us the ability to gain a 2% speed bonus while following a hostile party. And the other one just gives us track detection distance, which I really don't care about. So I'm going to take the tracker skill, which gives us the 2% speed bonus. That is, in my opinion, much more useful. And increases max health of other heroes in your party by 10 and increases your own max health by 5. Or cheat death, which is to ignore the first negative outcome for the terminally ill roll, and hero death chance in battle is 50% less. Personally, I don't really care about the hero death chance. I don't know why, but I really don't care about that much, and I think maybe increasing max health of other heroes in our party by 10 might be more useful, and even the max health being increased by 5, that's kind of good, because we have the HP scaling mod, which scales off percentage. So even if we do gain a small amount of flat value-based health, then that's going to give us 2% additional HP on top of that, which, yes, granted, 2% is really nothing, but I'm going to be taking that. I know this one is probably much better in the overall usage of it. In my opinion, you know, preventing your heroes and companions and wives and husbands and so on and so forth from dying that easily, that's a really good thing. However, I don't really care about it that much at the moment, so I'm generally just going to leave it as it is, and we're going to see what happens. Here we go. What? Are you seriously attacking over there, Isilcred? If he survives and is actually able to win this, then I will be very pleased. But we actually had Jamanis get himself taken prisoner by this guy, actually. So Isilcred was a little bit slow in helping him out. That's kind of unfortunate, isn't it? Okay, well, let's see what happens. There, he's going to lose. Oh, is he? Is he? No, he's winning. He's winning. Fantastic. Yes, good work. Okay, he actually won that, if you can believe it. Wow, that was kind of surprising. We're almost to full HP. If they don't go in soon, it is going to be way too late. And then they are going to have a big problem on their hands. I actually wonder whether these guys are going to try and take the walls down. Are they actually going to try and take the walls down right now? If they do try to take the walls down, this is going to be a huge error for them. That is not a good idea. It's going to take way too long. And in my opinion, for such a large army... Well, I mean, it's not that large, but generally, I feel like it's going to be kind of difficult. And look at this. We are actually being given a peace agreement. Now, I'm not entirely sure whether we should even do this at this point, because I personally feel like I would probably be able to achieve a victory in a siege defense here. And that is going to enable us... I'm going to decline this for the moment. Are they... Wait a minute. Have they gone in? Uh-huh. They are actually going in. Okay. How many do we have in the garrison here? 20. Yes. Right. Maybe I should have taken that. You know, maybe I should have taken that peace agreement. It might have been a better idea. Oh well, never mind. I like sticking to my guns when I have a feeling that I might be able to win, but I might be a little bit stupid here, you know? I might be one of those, I might be in one of those situations where I'm overconfident because I have a lot of faith in my units. I have a lot of confidence in my units doing exactly as they are intended to do, and that is, of course, murder absolutely every single one of these enemies. And they generally tend to do a very, very good job at that. Now, if only I could find my way to the front of the ah, there we go. Oh! Oh, I only took 24 damage. Not bad. That would have been really bad if I didn't have that athletic skill. Oof, yeah. Okay, well, whatever the case, I'm just trying to find where the ladders are going to go up. Oh, actually, they're not even using ladders. They are literally going to come in with a siege tower and a battering ram. That is actually useless, in my opinion. That is actually really, really bad for them. And I would like to use this ballista, sir. Can I use it? Thank you very much. Let's try and see if I can do some murdering. Oh, look at how much damage we did. And I actually gained bow skill. Look at that. I actually gained a huge amount of bow skill. 27 points of bow skill right there. Oh, that was bad. Ah, yes, of course. We're not going to be able to tell through the use of a, you know, through the use of a crosshair or anything like that. So we're just going to have to guess. Oh, nice damage. Nice damage right there. Can I stop getting shot, please? Could you just stop shooting me real quick? Oh, I can't believe I missed. Oh, now that was nice. Oh, I love eliminating those elite units. Any single time we can eliminate those elites, that is absolutely perfect. Okay, the siege tower seems to be reaching the walls as well as the siege ram. I'm actually super surprised about that. Nice damage. Okay, I am a single person right here, and I am the only person that stands between, well, not much and not much. And I'm now getting shot. Where am I being shot from, by the way? I don't even know. I'm not really seeing where I'm being shot from because there are no enemies that I can see that actually have the capability to hit me from here. So this is kind of strange. Maybe those guys over there? Yeah, those guys over there are the ones shooting me, so that's good to know. Anyway, it seems as though they have completely decided to leave the siege tower alone, and now they are attempting to get through the gates. which is to be expected, I suppose. So I will change my positioning, and I will see. Wow, this is such a an amalgamation of confusion for me. There's just I have no idea where to go. It seems like I have found my way just from sheer luck. And now I'm going to have to do massive damage. Unfortunately, I'm not able to do massive damage at the moment. Oh, my units are literally... they're literally going out there and pushing them back. That is hilarious. Okay, I would not have expected that in a million years for these guys to do that. Wow, look at the battering ram. It took no damage? Are you serious? It's literally at 96% HP or something. I can't believe it. Okay. Well, let's see where the enemies are coming from now then, because it seems to me like they have just completely given up coming through the gate. And where else are they coming from? Are they coming from up here? Yeah, it seems like they're coming through here. Okay, to be expected, of course. Oh, well, that's not too bad. Alright, I'm able to defend quite nicely here because it gives us a decent elevation, gives us decent surprise element as well because, well, the enemy can't really see me around the corner here, and even if they could, it's going to be very difficult to react in that time, especially when a massive two-handed axe is coming your way, although that guy could clearly see me, and he didn't even bother. So, I'm not entirely sure. Sometimes the AI is a little bit weird when it comes to literally just running into you, like this. I mean, literally, I am clobbering them at this point. Absolute clobbering. It's clobbering time. If you know where that's from, then props to you. I don't even know why I made that reference, to be honest, but there you go. I mean, it was applicable, right? It was applicable. Okay, not too bad so far. We've only lost 14? Oh, that's actually kind of a... that's not that good. That's not that good. Where are the enemies mainly coming from, by the way? Because I can't actually tell. It seems to me like they are not coming through the gates. Are they coming from the other side? Did you see that? I can't actually hit that guy while he's on the floor. Maybe I need to do an over... Oh, look at him! He's balancing! He's balancing on the... He's balancing on the banister. Oh, that is actually hilarious. Okay, well, yeah, I'm actually not entirely sure where the enemies are coming from because it seems to me like they are not really doing much. It seems like they're just sending in a random amount of infantry every so often, and they're not even bothering to really try super hard here. I'm kind of confused. I mean, there's... Oh, look, they do have some ladders over there. Okay, so they do have some ladders. I assume that's where we are mostly losing units because my units are going outside and then getting killed, basically. They are getting killed by them. So I'm actually going to tell my forces to literally charge right now. And that is probably the best course of action we can take. And let's see how it goes, shall we? Because obviously the gate is open. So my forces are going to be able to charge without getting stuck in the geometry of the castle itself. You know, the various environments and things can cause a bit of a problem with the AI sometimes. And frankly, I was getting a little bit tired of seeing these guys literally just stand outside, not really doing much. And that's exactly what happens sometimes with my own forces. When they are on auto-delegate, they just stand outside of the keep and they don't do anything. And so I need to tell them to charge in and so on. And that's, I suppose, the reason why a lot of the community for Bannerlord does think that the AI could use a bit of an AI upgrade, or an intelligence upgrade in that respect, because while they are pretty good, as I've said before, in combat situations, their decision-making skills leave a lot to be desired, because, I mean, would you really want your army on auto-delegate to have a clear advantage in terms of numbers and in combat strength, because they certainly did in this fight? And would you want them to just stand outside doing nothing? Well, no. That would be kind of foolish, and that's exactly what has happened here. And there is Jathia herself being eliminated by us. And we are now seeing them flee from the battle. That is absolutely fantastic. Okay, so that is one of those... You know, I gotta say, I feel like this is actually one of my favorite battles that I've been in so far. And that says a huge amount about the variety of siege battles you're going to see unless you get into siege defenses. Because siege offense... That is fun. Don't get me wrong. That is a fun experience, but not after 100 times of doing the exact same thing every single time. That's why a siege defense is so incredibly enjoyable, because it allows you a variety of different choices. You know, you can decide where you want to defend. The offensive force can concentrate units in separate areas, and that's exactly what they were doing. But obviously, they decided to be a little bit ineffective because they just didn't charge in. You know, if they had charged in, then I think we would have had a much more, well, a much tougher time, let's just say. And they didn't decide to do that, so obviously it made everything very, very simple and easy for us. So yeah, but you know, apart from that, that's the reason why siege defenses are so incredibly important, to mix things up. And I'm very happy that the developers have worked on that to make it so that the AI is more, shall we say, more confident in their options and indeed choice to go forward with a siege defense, especially in these kinds of situations, because you really don't want to have someone start a siege defense and then for them to just go, oh, you know what, I'm gonna just go the opposite direction, you know? And that's what they generally tend to do quite often, or they used to do that at the very least. Nowadays, not so much. Anyway, I'm thinking what I'm gonna do now is, because I have so many prisoners in the garrison already, I'm just gonna sell these prisoners, the ones that I currently have in my prisoners hold in my army, and we'll just sell them all, because I do want to continue leveling up roguery skill. We've got to remember that roguery skill is a very important thing for us. And who is it Deltasos? Wait a minute. I'm actually unsure who the governor was of Phykeon beforehand. Deltasos, there we go. He is Empire, but is he a governor? He's staying at Thorios Castle. I actually don't want you to stay there, sir. I would actually like you to be the governor here, if at all possible. So could you just come over here instead? Thank you very much. Okay, so there you go. He's now going to do that. Let's just select a couple of buildings to improve. And bear in mind that obviously this is going to take an extremely long amount of time to get this done. But we've got to try somehow, you know. Got to do a little bit of something right there. Anyway, there you go. We were able to take Phykeon back and eliminate extremely large armies of the Southern Empire, which is extremely nice. And we were also able to participate in one of the most enjoyable sieges that I've had in recent times. In the last month or so, I have had exponential growth in the amount of siege defenses that we've been able to participate in. And that is just so enjoyable. It really is a lot of fun. Anyway, decreases movement speed penalty, bow-equipped troops, in your formation, ignore armor. I think movement speed penalty is probably going to be good. And as you can see, we now have one attribute point and one focus point to spend. And all I can spend it in is control. So that's pretty nice. And we're just going to continue leveling up charm skill as well, because as I said before, getting the parade perk is very important, or at least in my opinion, I think it's important. You can obviously decide whatever you want to do with your own characters. But generally, I like to go for the control perk, as it is so incredibly powerful at this point in the game. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.